Oh, hi. I'm trying to vlog on my phone because I have nothing else to do. So I figured why not pick up my phone and vlog a little bit because, you know, I don't upload YouTube videos like ever. But here I am nonetheless. I have got a couple updates. Yes, I'm wearing this giant hat. I kind of look like a witch. But that's what we're here to chat about. So this is going to be kind of like a casual like update video, I guess, for anybody who still cares, which if you don't, I totally get it because I don't ever upload anything. I never post to Instagram. Sometimes I go on Twitter and usually it's just a rant, and I only post pictures of my dog on Facebook. So here I am. First things first, I want to kind of address something, which is this giant ass hat. And I look like a witch. So what happened was that we moved to Utah. We're a little bit north of Salt Lake City. Everybody here has like beautiful blonde hair. I had beautiful blonde hair at one point. I made an appointment to get a cut, and I wanted kind of like my roots blended into like an ashy shadow root grow out blonde sort of thing. And let's just say I didn't get ashy. I didn't get a haircut that I like, so I actually have in my super old extensions. Yeah, these are at least 5 years old. They're from Foxy Locks though. I think they're in the shade Platinum. I've cut them and like thinned them out so many times that I don't remember the length or like the amount of grams that they came in, but I clipped them in. I kind of curled my hair a little bit to help blend them because y'all, I do not like the haircut. I do not like the like root color she did on me. I'm one of those people that like, I know that doing hair is like, it's a skill, and I know that it's an art. And I really don't want to offend anybody's art, so I'm always like, I love it, thanks, and then I go home and cry, and I still tip. Like, who am I? Why am I like this? Like, you don't like your hair, and you still tip. Like, anyways, I don't love it, so that's that. I will say, since moving to Utah, my self-worth and like my self-esteem has just not been good. Like, I feel really bad about myself. I feel really bad about my body, my hair, my face. Like, I just don't like anything right now. So I'm in a little bit of a funk. So I haven't really wanted to vlog or do anything. I did vlog our like PCS experience, but that was just a whole big old mess. So I don't know when that video is going to be up. I'm hoping it's going to be after this to like make some sort of sense. But basically, we moved. The movers were a week late dropping our stuff off, which was just fabulous. And then they actually damaged like $5,000 worth of stuff. So pretty much every piece of furniture in our house was damaged in some way. We were dealing with getting the insurance guy out here to take a look at them, to file the claims. And then we had a wasp problem. We had to have an exterminator come out and take care of those and remove the nest. And then they came back like a week later. So they had to come back out to do all of that. We also ordered new furniture back in Vegas, like the end of July, first week of August, which we still don't have. It's now September 25th. So over 2 months at this point. Really frustrating. So I haven't been able to like fully settle yet. We did also have some family visiting. My mom and my brother came up for a week, and that was very stressful because Dre started work at the same time, and like I said, we don't have like half of our furniture, so our house was pretty empty and just like all that. Anyways, still have no furniture, still haven't gotten a claim, like a settlement for the claim we filed for all of our broken furniture. We got rid of the wasps for the most part, except we have a couple left that are just like not going away, but I'm hoping when the weather gets colder they will. So that's that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can update you on. It's almost Khloe's first birthday. Her birthday's the 28th. Like I said, it's the 25th. So we did have like a mini birthday party for her last week because I'm crazy. And hi, hello, if you're new here. Actually, I don't think I've introduced Khloe, now that I think about it. I got a pug. Her name's Khloe. She's all white. She's super, super cute. She's a jerk. She's like really sassy and like so spoiled. But we had a birthday party for her. She got so many presents. So thank you to all of her aunties who sent her, oh my God, so many toys. My friend sent her a playpen and a car seat. They're both pink and they're so, so cute. And then my mom got her so many toys, like so many toys. She got some pajamas. She got so many cute things. So that's kind of what's been happening. I don't really have anything else to say. I just kind of felt like I am in a decent-ish headspace today, so I wanted to, you know, do an update while I had the energy, because Lord knows the self-esteem and the confidence is just not where it needs to be. This is our sweet baby Khloe. Hey, princess. Hi, baby girl. Oh, you're so cute. You're so cute. She just woke up from a nap, huh? Oh, you sweetie girl. You're so cute. Yeah, you're so cute. Such a cute girl. Such a cute girl. Is your daddy home? Is your daddy home? So we got Khloe back in January. I think we got her the 18th. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the 18th. So we went to, Jure found this little white pug online, and it was at a pet store that was like relatively close to us. It was like a 15-minute drive. And he's like, oh, do you want to go see this pug? Like, it's white. And I was like, okay, that's really weird. And he showed me a picture of her. And first of all, I thought she was a boy. She was not. And I was like, oh, she's like, the pictures weren't that great, honestly. Like, she looked a little bit awkward in the pictures, but I was like, you know what? Okay, let's go look. Like, I, on the way there, was convinced that we weren't getting her, because, like, dogs are expensive, especially from pet stores. And all the dogs that we, like, have looked at, that we've even, like, remotely considered, have been, like, $7,000, which... we're not spending that on a dog. Not that we could afford it anyways. Like, no. So we went to go look at it. In my mind, I was just thinking like, oh, I'm going to play with some cute puppies. Like, I'll feel better. Didn't really think much of it. Like,
that's really what it came down to, was playing with the dogs.
Yeah, that's why we went. But we went to the pet store. We were looking around, and I did not see Khloe. I was fascinated with all the other little dogs. And I thought they were all so cute. And I was like, oh, they must have sold her. Like, I don't see her. So Jure decided to ask one of the employees if they still had the little white pug. And Casey, who was the rep that we purchased her through, was like, oh, yeah, give me 1 second. Let me go get her. You want to tell her where she was?
So there was a whole...
Puddle.
A puddle of like 6 dogs. Mm-hmm. They're all white. In the middle, the very bottom of the puppy puddle was Khloe.
And she was asleep. So
she was passed out.
She was just sleeping underneath like 5 other dogs.
And like because she was reaching in, I'm like, where the hell's the dog? And she picked her up, and she's like all like tired and delirious.
Yeah, she was just kind of like really disoriented and was super grumpy. So we went in the little stall to play with her, and she was so precious, even though I was calling her handsome. I was like, oh, you're such a handsome little boy. And he was like, she's a girl. He's like, oh my God, she's beautiful.
And then she struck her pose.
Oh, yeah. So Khloe has a power stance, and she is very photogenic and loves her picture taken. She loves photo shoots. She loves all of that. So she had like a power pose when I took a picture of her, and I was like, okay, I love her.
And then we were asked, what's her name, Casey?
Yeah, Casey.
Asked Casey we're playing with her, and I'm like, okay, you know, she's a cool dog because Catherine played with other dogs before. Like, what were they, Frenchies?
Yeah, so we had gone to a couple different pet stores. Mind you, we've been considering getting a dog for a while, but it was kind of one of those things where we wanted to find the right dog for us, not just get a dog for the sake of getting a dog. Because I think that, like, oh, Khloe, what are you doing? I think that you should get a dog that, like, meshes well with your family. I'm just coming over here. Hi, beautiful. So we had looked in Washington. I think we looked at some places in California. We looked at a couple places in Vegas. We had played with, like, some Frenchies, some Boston Terriers. There was a pug that we played with, but oh, there she is. There's Princess.
Yeah, that one pug.
But this pug
that
was...
pug was like 75% off, and like there was something. I didn't even think it was a full pug.
No,
either.
he was a pug and a beagle mix, and he was a monster. Like, he was so mean. And all the dogs we had, like, played with, like, they're cute. Like, all puppies are cute, but it was just kind of like they didn't really have as much personality as this one.
And there's all these Frenchies, and they kept like freaking out, and cats were like super. She's like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, they were like really overwhelming, and like I get it, puppies are hyper, but like they were like eating my purse and like tearing up my clothes, like.
And you're just like, no, get this dog away from me.
Yeah, like I was feeling really overwhelmed. I was just like, oh my god, like I cannot handle this. Like I'm not dumb enough to buy a dog that like I'm overwhelmed just looking at it. But when we met Lil Miss over here, I mean, she was hyper, don't get me wrong, but she was almost 4 months old, so she was like a senior puppy.
Yeah.
So she had like been there a while, played with a lot of people, and she was just kind of like, all right, like.
Well, then her original price was like.
It was over $7,000.
Yeah, but she's discounted.
Yeah, so since she was so basically old, and she hadn't been adopted yet, they dropped her price significantly, which honestly, I'm really glad they did, because I would have been heartbroken if we weren't able to get her, because like, just look at her. She's just precious, and she's everything I wanted in a dog. So she was like 60% off, and I was like, okay, like, you know, that's still really expensive, but like, I'm much more like.
All the stuff she came with.
Yeah, I was much more comfortable with the price she was at, especially after they explained all the things that she came with. So she came with, obviously, Khloe. She's AKC, right?
Yeah.
Excuse me, AKC registered. She's microchipped already.
They paid for her spay.
Her vaccines.
Got a kennel. Whole bunch of toys.
Yeah.
Got a $100 gift card. Freaking CBD oil.
Yeah, we literally got like over $1,000 worth of like dog supplies with her. It came with like puppy pads, like all the stuff we needed to train her.
Oh,
go ahead.
Oh, and she also had like a week. If there's any issues in a week, they pay for all the vet bill. Or she's just sick or something.
So yeah, it came with like a guarantee, a health guarantee, and like a heredity guarantee, as well as insurance, which we did continue the insurance on. But basically, the pet store that we got her at prides themselves on selling like healthy dogs. So they're like, okay, if you have any like medical complications in a week, which is like, they mainly do that in case your puppy gets like parvo or anything like that. But she ended up like. We went to Costco one day, and I guess we were gone too long, and she was mad. So she was acting really weird, and I was very overwhelmed, and I didn't want her to be sick, so we took her to the vet because I thought she had a UTI. She ended up needing like an ultrasound, a urine culture, and all this stuff, and the vet bill was like $300, which I thought we were going to pay, and that was kind of just like, all right, whatever. Like, as long as she's healthy, it's fine. But the pet store actually ended up covering that as well.
I think we should have to pay like $20 for medication.
No, the only thing we had to pay for was that one vaccine because it wasn't required.
Oh, yeah.
But, I mean, like, that's not a huge deal.
But going back to the pet store, when we were playing with her, so obviously Little Miss stole our hearts.
Yeah, she steals everyone's hearts.
And then we're like, all right, cool, let's get down to pricing. What does it include and all that stuff? And Casey's like, all right, well, you know, she's purebred. This is her lineage, like Big Bubba and Little
Yeah, her parents' name are Peaches, which My friend Selena Littles always called me Peaches in high school, so I was like, oh, that's really funny. And then she was telling us just about Khloe's history, like normal things. And she was like, oh yeah, her birthday, if it matters to you, is September 28th. And we were like, oh, that's really weird because that's like our wedding anniversary. And I was already sold at that point, but we took that as like a sign that like she's meant to be our dog. Like, yeah, we were just sold at that point. And I was like, the first couple days were really overwhelming. Like, I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh, but it's like we kept going back and forth whether like, hey, should we get her? Like, you really want her? Because usually what we do is we like react and we're like, okay, let's do it.
Yeah, we like impulse
But
buy.
then we stop and then we think about it. Luckily, this time we did not do that.
Yeah, we didn't hesitate with her.
Because whenever we took her back to the store, Casey was there because we always brought Khloe back there to see everybody.
Yeah.
By the way, some dude called her Beatrice all the time, even though it was
Yeah.
supposed to name.
So Billy, if you're watching this,
Yeah.
we still don't call her Beatrice.
And
like
so-
her name is definitely still
So
Khloe.
Casey was there, and Casey let us know, like, hey, I'm glad you guys got her because the very next day somebody came in asking for that white pug because they were
Yeah.
going to buy it.
Yeah, so we get stopped all the time, especially by people who have pugs. Hi, baby. Oh, okay. We really Chloe. So we get stopped by people all the time, especially people who have pugs or they're like familiar with pugs because she's got a really like unique coat on her. And there was that one time we took her back to the pet store. Remember that girl who was like, "Oh my God, I'll buy her from you," and I was like, "No, like we're not selling our dog." So yeah, that's the story of how we got Khloe. No regrets, although she is awfully sassy. We haven't really had any issues with her. So I mean, she's about to be a year in 5 days, and we've had her, going on 10 months. She's spoiled. That's pretty much the only thing. She is spoiled rotten.
And everybody loves her.
Literally everybody loves her. If I deactivate my Facebook for a couple days, which I do randomly, I am like bombarded with messages when I get back of people being like, "Can you not like take Khloe from us?" So Khloe has all sorts of internet aunties.
Yeah, Catherine literally had somebody from like in high school message her. She hasn't talked to her in years, I would assume, but they're just like, hey, I know this may seem kind of weird, but can I get Khloe something?
Yeah, so my friend Ariel, if you're watching this, hello. She reached out to me, and we used to work at, like, my very first job ever, she worked at too. And we didn't really, keep in touch, but she reached out because she wanted to send Khloe a little something for her birthday. And then I had a couple other friends tell me they wanted to get her something for her birthday. So I made her an Amazon wish list with, like, the list was just kind of things that, like, I had considered getting her. And it's, like, an ongoing list of, like, when I find something cool on Amazon that I think she'll like, I kind of put it on the list. Just in case we end up, leave that alone. Just in case we end up, like, needing something like that, like, I try to keep it all in one place. So if we end up needing like a travel soft kennel or like car seat, things like that, I have a list of like ones that I've already like researched and liked. So she ended up being spoiled rotten. My friend Selena that I mentioned earlier got her a super cute playpen. It's kind of like a pack and play for pugs, for little puggies.
It's like her house. She actually uses it too.
Yeah, she loves it. So we don't have a dining room set right now because our furniture that we ordered is like taking forever. So we just have her little pack and play there, and she goes in it every single day. She loves it. And then she also got her a car seat, which she's getting used to. She doesn't love it yet, but I like it because it keeps her in one confined place when we're in the car, and I don't really worry as much about it. And then what else did she get? Oh, Hannah got her a little bottle of rosé that has a water bottle in it that she like crackles, which I like because she loves chewing on water bottles, but it makes me very nervous because of the plastic cap and that little plastic ring thing that's on it, because I don't want her to choke or, eat that because it's bad for her. So it's like a little cover for water bottles. And then, her Auntie Tiffany got her the cutest little sweatsuit. I have to alter it a little bit because she's like real breasty. So we have to order a size up.
Oh, speaking of breasty, fun fact: Khloe has 7 nipples.
Oh, yeah, that's the only thing that was like
It was
wrong
funny.
with her.
When we went to the vet, she's like, "Do you have any concerns?" Like, "Oh, not really, but is it normal for her to have 7 nipples?" She's like, "What?"
We're like, yeah, she has an odd number. Like, is that like
And then she looked at it. She's like, "Oh, that's weird, but no, it's fine."
She's like, it's more of just like a cosmetic thing. And I was like, okay, like we just wanted to make sure. Wow, that's really weird. But it's kind of funny because Khloe loves going to the vet. She loved the vet in Vegas. She would get so excited. She would kiss up on all like the little girls at the reception desk. She had no problem. Like even when she went to get fixed, she was like ready to go inside.
Fun fact about her getting fixed: she loves the cone.
Oh my god. I forgot about that. I was like, what about her being fixed? She loved her cone and cried when we took it off. And we left it on for like almost 2 weeks. But it got to the point where we're like, this is a little bit obnoxious. Like,
when we say she loved it, I mean,
she's thrived.
It took her a second for her to figure it out, like how to eat with it. But then she just put food in her cone.
Yeah, she would just like put it on her neck and like have spare chicken nuggets just sitting, look at her little tail, sitting in her cone.
And then when she doesn't like what you have to say or do, she would just hit you with it.
Yeah, she would attack her ankle with it. She also hit me with a tiny bat.
Yeah. Like
she walked up with it in her mouth and just like smacked the shit out of me in my calves. So like.
Yeah, she hits me with cardboard rolls. Like actual.
She puts the cardboard centerpiece of a roll of paper towels in her mouth and she bites to where it like hits you. She's just a really spicy little gal. But we love her. Everybody who's met her falls in love with her. They spoil her. Every time we took her to the pet store, literally everybody would stop and come pet Khloe. They all knew her by name, especially the manager.
You kept trying to sell us more pugs.
Yeah, which I wasn't mad about, but
they weren't discounted.
Yeah, and a lot of them had like, I wouldn't say a lot had like medical issues, but like they had things that I was just kind of like, it's a red flag.
Oh yeah, because she had a nose job.
Oh yeah, that was included in her like adoption fee. So pugs obviously are very squish faced, so sometimes they need to have their cartilage clipped in their nose to help them breathe. Which she had already had done when we adopted her. So, oh, there's that sweet girl. There's that sweet girl. So that was really nice that it was already done because she doesn't have any respiratory issues. She doesn't have allergies either, which I guess is like really, really odd for pugs because most do have allergies. But homegirl's good. No food allergies that we've been able to find, and we've had her almost a year and she eats everything in sight because she's a little monster. But yeah, we're just very blessed to have her. She's by far the best dog I've ever had. What do you think, babe?
I agree. Oh my god.
She's a very sweet little girl when she wants to be, but ooh, homegirl gets mad and she gets spicy.
Oh yeah.
She will let you have it. Like sometimes if you come home late, she just rips one into you. Oh, speaking of ripping one thing I was not expecting when we got a pug, and I don't know how I like didn't know this because I researched pugs so in depth before even considering getting one, but pug farts. Yeah.
They stunk.
They especially when we first got her, she was on a probiotic, and homegirl could clear a room. Ooh!
Oh, then check this out.
What are you doing? Oh yeah, she sheds too.
Like nothing.
And she also eats hair.
Yeah, it's weird. One time when she did her business, I thought there was a caterpillar on the ground because it was so hairy. I was like, what the hell is this?
So yeah, I gave Jure a haircut during the start of COVID, and there was obviously like hair clippings. And Jure has very curly hair.
Just don't eat.
As she's eating my hair. He has very curly hair. So Khloe ate one of his like little clippings of hair and then pooped the next day, and she straight up had a curl sticking out of her butthole that was curling. It was disgusting. But anyway, that's the story of how we got Khloe. What are you doing? She's a monster.